So for this guide, we will be needing two tools. The first tool is Opera web browser. You can download the Opera web browser from this website. And the second tool that we will be needing would be a clipboard manager tool. I use Dito. If you know any other clipboard manager tool, you can use that, but for me, I find Dito the easiest to use. You can download the Dito from this website. Now, in order for us to speed gather Airbnb addresses, we will be needing to configure the Opera browser. Here's the settings. You can type in shortcuts, and then there's configure shortcuts. From the shortcuts, you can then move to switch to tabs, switch right through tabs, switch left through tabs. I added the right direction button and the left direction button in this section. The purpose for this would be so that you can just move tabs by using the arrow button. Now for the speed gathering itself, let's make Anchorage, Alaska as an example. Search Anchorage. So there's the filters, entire home, property type. It's usually house first. We go for houses first. Show 1,000 homes to filter out the results. You can max this out. I usually start from the center of the city. Here's the center of the city, Anchorage. If you notice, with different zoom levels, different pins come out. I usually just zoom in and zoom out so that I could see all the pins. Now, how I speed gather, I just click the pins, click the picture. It will open a new tab. I just press the left key on the keyboard so that it moves back. Just click the pins, click the picture, opens a new tab. Click left on the keyboard. So as you can see, I can open multiple properties. Now for Dito, I usually disconnect it from the clipboard so that it doesn't copy paste everything that I copy paste. You can click this button over here, connect to clipboard. So this should make Dito active. If you're not using it, you can just disconnect it from the clipboard. So when you copy paste something, it doesn't show up here. Connect to clipboard. Usually click the the rightmost side, click the address bar, and then press Ctrl C to copy the address, and then Ctrl W to close the tab. So if you go back to Dito, you should be able to see the link over here. Now I just repeat the same for the other addresses. Click the search bar, press Ctrl C and then Ctrl W. You can pin this so that you don't accidentally close it. If you go back to the clipboard manager, you should be able to see a list over here. You just need to press Control A to select them all, and then Control C to copy it. And then move to your spreadsheet, like in this example. Let me create a new sheet over here, Anchorage, and then press Control V to paste it. So in this method, you should be able to copy paste a lot of links in a short amount of time, you know. And the good thing about Opera, that's why I selected Opera, is that as long as the tab remain pinned, if you close the browser, once you open the browser, everything that has been collected will remain grayed out. You know, the white ones, we still haven't collected it. So in an event that an interruption happens, you can just resume from where you last gathered. You can see all the previous addresses that we gathered, or the pins that we gathered, they're all grayed out. The white ones, it's easy to identify, you know. This will stay for a long time, but you know, after a few weeks it should reset back to Chrome. It should reset back to white. You know, if you do this in Chrome, every time you close the browser and reopen it, all the pins will be white again. So in this method, it's more thorough. You should be able to gather all the active pins. You know, these are all the active Airbnb pins in real time. So yeah, this makes it a lot easier to verify addresses. If we go back to the gathered addresses, you just click the address, open the Airbnb pin, and then just try to find the address. Yeah, I wish I was a robot. Yeah, so there you go. You can also do the same for Zillow. You know, if you're speed gathering on Zillow, Jersey City. Yep. So for Zillow, let's make a price range over here. Let's say $2,000 to maximum, no maximum. For rent, home type, let's go for houses first, and then sort by newest. You know, I just use the middle mouse button to open the tabs or the links over here. Here's Dito. Let me clear out Dito first. You know, just select all of them and delete them. Now once I've opened all the links, you know, just triple click the address over here, Control C, Control W to close the tab, triple click the address here, Control C. Now if you see, sometimes the formatting of the addresses is not aligned. You cannot just triple click this, so you have to manually shade it. Control C, Control W to close the tab. Hudson Street. Yeah. Control C, Control W. Yeah, once we've gathered, I highly advise copy pasting it to a notepad first. You know, so that it's when we copy paste it to a spreadsheet, it's perfectly aligned. And of course, sometimes like addresses like these, you have to put a comma and then space, and then Control A to select all of the gathered addresses, Control C. If we go back to the spreadsheet, perfectly aligned. So that's all for the speed gather method that we have been using. This should really help in gathering more addresses in a short amount of time. Have a good day.